Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So USC's offense will start this game off with the football. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quick catch on third down. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get into the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Back to pass on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Washington State's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy.
It's a running room.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The inside handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. He's loose. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to pull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Washington State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll give it to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get up.
It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for...
Ernie on the jet. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellison. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Under fire. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Whips it out on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Caught behind the line. It's Meredith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We'll give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On his way back from the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield to go first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
QB draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the pass.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The play action fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Meredith. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Cougars are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Ellison. Running wide open down the gun of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Punts it out of the air. Running through contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And out of bounds right into the 12-yard line.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
From the gun, the running back has him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The hand to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Oklahoma. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Coming out with it, it's Freeman. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. These corners going to give them some space.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Here on third down. Gets the back moving. On third down, going up top. Complete downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cougars want to move quickly. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play. Third down coming.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
QB slicing. Brings up 4th down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.